Hello viewers, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the demise of one of the most iconic features of the Grand Seiko Spring Drive range. Now the Grand Seiko Spring Drive, when it was introduced in, this is I think a 2006 model, when it was introduced in the early to mid 2000s, had a power reserve function which was there on every single Spring Drive watch. Now I don't know why Grand Seiko had the power reserve function, because you can easily have an automatic with a power reserve function, but Grand Seiko in its wisdom chose to have the power reserve function, and it was always very iconic with its inset shell-shaped base and the circumferential grooves, along with the radial lines that reduced in length to 0 at the 0 mark and increased in length to show the watch was at maximum charge. This had about a 72-hour power rating, the 9R66 movement. But if you look at the new spring drives, like is represented by my SBGE 253 out here, it's no longer an inset dial. In the power reserve subdial is now just resting on the surface with the paint markers to show that where your power reserve lies. And the newest spring drives are essentially going back to the old Grand Seikos, where the spring drive, they're all hand wound for starters, because hand wound watches are fashionable again, and the spring drive indicator is now at the back. It's no longer in front. So as you wind it up, the spring drive power indicator is now, you have to look at the case back. So in terms of evolution, we have gone from the very iconic design signature of that scalloped power reserve to a painted on indicator for a power reserve which doesn't look so good. But I guess there were people who did not like, especially new Grand Seiko owners, never liked the old school power reserve. And the newest ones, even though this is an older watch, is going back to a clean face where there is no more power reserve. Is that good or bad? Well, even though I personally miss the pronounced power reserve that the older Grand Seikos had, the older spring drives that is, in some ways it's symbolic of the acceptance of the spring drive, that now the spring drive, after almost 20 years, has basically become like a regular Grand Seiko movement. So the Grand Seiko, I guess, no longer feels the need to show off its spring drive with the power reserve, and that's perfectly okay. Would I still buy it? Probably. I'd definitely buy a Grand Seiko without a spring drive power indicator, because ultimately the spring drive is about that super silky smooth movement of the second hand, which there is no other watch in the world that can have a movement like that. And that's really why you get the spring drive. It's not for the power reserve indicator. And it's okay. It's a change, but I guess we all have to accept change, because that change is still better than having that second hand that an automatic watch has, which just is completely worthless when you compare it to the second hand of a spring drive. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on a later video.